Hey y'all, welcome back to Movement Link. We got a fun one today. I'm really looking forward to it. We've got 3 4-minute AMRAPs. In between each one, we're gonna have 1 minute of rest. We're gonna start every single 4-minute round here with 100 double unders. Then we're gonna go into 15 lateral burpees over the sandbag. Then we're gonna do 10 sandbag cleans. Then we're gonna finish out with as many lateral push-ups as you can do with the remaining time in that 4 minutes. Rest 1 minute, we're gonna start right back over. So if you don't quite have double unders yet, don't worry about it. When we get into the strategy and scaling talk later in this class, I'll go over what to do in that scenario. So for the warm-up, all I need you to do is go ahead and grab your jump rope and make sure you got your sandbag handy. See you in a sec. Okay, y'all, so we're just gonna start this warm-up out with just 2 minutes of jump roping. So let's just go ahead and start with single unders. It doesn't matter if you've got double unders or not. We're just gonna warm up, start slow with single unders. If you mess up, don't worry about it. Just take a couple breaths. You don't need to rush anything. We'll get back into it. So as I'm doing double unders and as I'm warming up, I'm really not just thinking about warming up my kind of cardio muscles and get blood flowing. I'm also thinking about warming up my position. So I'm trying to make sure my belly button's drawn in, my posture's good. I'm kind of checking in on everything. So now that we're about 45 seconds in, we're gonna move this into, if you've got them, move it into double unders or double under practice. And really the goal here is to get out of breath. So we're just gonna do double unders. If you mess up, don't worry. You can do some singles. If you don't quite have double unders yet, you might want to mix doing double unders with some single unders. That way you can still get out of breath and it's not just playing around with double unders the whole time. All right, so we've got about 35 seconds left. So what we're going to do, either if you're doing doubles or singles, you're going to try to pick the pace up here. Just do whatever you can. If you mess up, just get right back on it. Check in on your posture. 15 seconds. 10. 5, 3, 2, 1. Whew. Okay, I know I'm out of breath, so we'll put the jump ropes to the side. We're gonna need them for the workout later, but it'll be a while. So as we're catching our breath, I know I'm really trying to catch mine. We're just gonna do some arm swings. And again, like I said, belly button drawn in, butt tight, weight even on the feet. Really feel those positions. That way, we're in the middle of the workout and we're trying to do things. We're much more likely to get into these positions again. Let's go back and up with our arms. As we extend up, let's make sure we're not losing that spine position. All right, let's go. Rotate everything from side to side here. Hopefully you're getting your breath back just a little bit. Let's go ahead and hinge over. Draw that belly button in. And almost like we're doing a golf swing. We're swinging back and forth here. Feel the weight even on your feet. It's okay for it to shift back and forth a little bit. All right, let's go ahead and squat down. We're just gonna kind of bounce around down here for a little bit and wiggle around. Getting into those ankles. Let's let everything cave in. So we're basically gonna do everything we're not supposed to do in a squat, but we're gonna do it on purpose. So let's let everything cave in. Let's let everything go to the outside. Let's go up on toes. Let's go back on the heels and round the back. Extend the back. Let's try and hit as many positions as we can. Now let's get into a really good position. Draw that belly button in. Full foot on the ground. We're gonna go ahead and just do 5 squats. So that was 1. Let's go back down, pause for a second, draw that belly button in nice and even. Sort of check in on our positions. Are your butt cheeks squeezed together? Is your belly button drawn in up at the top? That was 2, let's go down. 3, down, Here we go, 4. Last one, down and up. Cool. So now we're looking for just a hip hinge. So we don't want you to go where your back rounds, draw that belly button in. We're just gonna hip hinge down. Once you hit that end range, notice if I go lower, my back rounds. So I'm only going as low as I can. Coming back up, palms go back, and I'm gonna reach up in the air. So hip hinge, reach up, hip hinge, reach up. I'm gonna go a little faster and a little faster. Okay, now pause next time you're overhead and just check in. Did increasing speed hurt your technique? Belly button tight, butt cheek squeeze, palms back, weight even on the feet. Let's do a few more fast ones and really work on making sure we're finishing in a really strong position there. Okay, so now we're gonna inchworm our way out. So we're gonna go down. We can be a little less careful with our back. It's okay if it rounds now. Draw that belly button in though. And we're gonna walk our hands out into a push-up position. From this push-up position, let's go ahead and do 5 push-ups. If 5 push-ups isn't super easy for you, go ahead and drop to your knees. So do whatever you gotta do to make 5 push-ups easy. Then we're gonna press into down dog. So screwing your hands on the floor, really pushing through. Let's pedal those feet back and forth. Start focusing on drawing your belly button in and really getting your breath under control. Let's come back forward. We're gonna go right foot next to our right hand. We're gonna drop our back knee to the ground today. Squeeze that back butt cheek, draw that belly button in, shove your hips down. Just rotate from side to side here. We'll go a few times. Go as far to the left as you can. Make sure that back butt cheek is squeezed. Go as far to the right as you can. Make sure it's squeezed. Make sure your belly button's drawn in. Go back and forth. What should we be doing with this opposite hand? Exactly what we do in a push-up. So I'm screwing that shoulder in. Let's go on the side of that front foot. We're gonna straddle it with our hands. You can take this all the way down into pigeon pose if you want. I like to leave that knee up high. One, it's a good way to scale pigeon pose, but also I feel like I can really tie in to my hips and glutes a little bit better this way. So just gonna wiggle around here. Then I'm gonna straighten this leg out. I'm gonna flex my quad, flex my foot or my ankle there as I bend into it. So bending, how much we bend at the knee doesn't matter. It just matters that I'm gonna straighten, flex, and then come off tension. And I'm gonna lean into it as much as I can to make sure I can still straighten that knee out and flex everything, but I'm trying to challenge the position. All right, let's go back and let's do 5 more push-ups. Make sure it's easy for you. You go to your knees if you need. Those press into down dog. Wiggle those feet around. Really push your head through, almost act like you're doing a handstand. Feel all of your fingers on the ground. Really push that head through. Now let's go left foot next to the left hand. Back knee on the ground. Squeeze that back butt cheek. Shove your hips down. Let's go side to side here. Go as far to the left as you can go. Go as far to the right as you can go. Let's go on the side of that foot and really lean into it. Straddle it with your hands. If you want to make this a full pigeon pose, you can. But let's stay active in it. We're not looking just to sit in positions. Check in on that back butt cheek again. It should be flexed and tight. Belly button should be drawn in. Okay, straighten that leg. We're gonna do the same thing. Flex and flex, bend. So you're flexing your quad or your thigh. Pulling your toes back towards you. Leaning into it as much as you can. Check in, make sure belly button's drawn in. All right, let's go ahead and just sit back on your heels. We're gonna interlock our fingers behind us. And then really pull those shoulders back. And then from that position, we're gonna lift up our hands as high as possible. Okay, now when you lift them up, lean forward. Let gravity kind of take them. You can lean left and right, just kind of wiggle around here, trying to get those hands as far over your head as you can. And then we'll just come back. We're almost done here. Let's get on all fours, Screw those hands on the floor just like we're gonna do in the push-ups later. So shoulders back in their sockets. Let's move those shoulder blades around. Now when you drop your chest, notice we're not doing cat-cow, we're trying to keep that back neutral. Now when you drop your chest to the ground, let's shrug up and push away. So drop those shoulders back, shrug up, push away. Drop the shoulders back, now let's shrug down your back and push away. Shrug down your back, push away. Last thing here, so you go hands forward, thumbs together, screw your hands on the ground. We're just gonna go into puppy pose. But let's make sure we're drawing the belly button in, controlling that rib cage, and we're gonna lean from side to side. Go as far to the left as you can, as far to the right as you can. Wiggling around from side to side here. All right, so now we're gonna get into a little bit more specific of a warm-up. Okay, so let's get a little more specific with our warm-up now. We know what our exercises are. Heart rate's kind of up a little bit, body's feeling a little bit better. So now let's get specific with the exercises we're doing. We're gonna go ahead and go 3 rounds. We're gonna do 10 double unders. So I just like to think of 3 rounds, 3 reps, but anytime I've got jump rope, I would make that number 10. So 10 double unders. If we think we might be doing single unders, then let's go ahead and do single unders. 10 is gonna be a fine number. And if you're not quite sure and you might attempt some double unders later in the workout, then go ahead and just take 1 attempt at double unders. And let's say you get 2 of them, then finish out the 10 with 8 single unders. Then we're just gonna do 3 lateral burpees, 3 cleans, 3 lateral push-ups. We're gonna repeat that 3 times. What I like to do is the first round is gonna be nice and steady. And then the next 2 rounds, I'm gonna pick up the pace. I'm gonna try and make my transitions and breathing mimic the workout. All right, so we're gonna start the workout soon. So let's go ahead and get in our 3 rounds of specific warm-up. It's gonna be tough. Just those 3 warm-up ones. Tougher than I thought they were gonna be. All right, so out of breath, warmed up, ready to go. Now it's just a matter of planning this one out. So kind of looking ahead and scaling this one, really the main spot we need to be looking at scaling is gonna be those double unders. So 100 double unders for people that are good at double unders. They're just going slow and consistent. Will take about a minute. So that's kind of what we're looking for. We're looking for something that you won't necessarily go unbroken, but unbroken should be possible. So for a lot of people who have some double unders but aren't tremendous at them yet, 50 might be a really good number here. And that could allow you to mess up a few times and still get a lot of double unders in. For those that don't quite have double unders yet, what I would do is I would start each round with 3 attempts of getting as far into the 100 as you can on 3 attempts. Then whatever number you get to, go ahead and just finish the rest with single unders. In all cases, I would cap your jump roping to 2 minutes. So no more than 2 minutes. If you're going 2 minutes on the jump rope, that's gonna be at least a minute slower than the fastest people today. We don't want people falling too far behind because then we're gonna miss out on actually getting to the push-ups, and we need to be able to get to the push-ups with at least a little bit of time left there. We've got 15 lateral burpees, especially coming off of the double unders, and especially in rounds 2 and 3 with the push-ups, I expect that those burpees shoulders are gonna burn. So these aren't gonna be sprinting burpees. 15 burpees and 10 cleans, that's a lot of reps. It's a lot of reps. So I don't expect us to be getting to the push-ups with 2 minutes left here. I expect this to kind of take a while. So I'm expecting and hoping to get at least 30 seconds here on the push-ups, but I'm kind of expecting about that minute mark on the push-ups. But really, only time's gonna tell here. But I don't think, with only a minute of rest here, I don't think we're gonna be able to sprint these or sprint these. And there's only so fast you can go on cleans anyway. So it's really the burpees, nice and steady. If you get into like burpee number 8 and you feel really, really good and you're on already round 2 or 3, then I might pick up the burpee pace, but I definitely am not gonna come out sprinting these burpees. I'll see how it goes. 10 cleans. These might turn into clean, drop it, clean, drop it. I might be linking them. Really, it just kind of depends on how I feel. I think after 100 double unders and the burpees, I think it's gonna be clean, drop it, and just stay consistent. Try and not break at all. So that's how what I'm thinking is these 3 things I think are just gonna take time. I think they're gonna be difficult. And my goal is to not break. I might mess up on the double unders, but my goal is to not break and just stay steady. When I get to the lateral push-ups, how often I break is really gonna be dependent on how much time I've got left, but especially in round 1, my goal is gonna be to not do a hard rep. So if I'm going and rep 3 already feels hard, I'm gonna go 3s or lower. If I'm going and rep 3 feels perfectly fine, I might go to 5. I really, really doubt I'm gonna do anything more than 5. This is just gonna be such a shoulder intensive workout. A minute of rest, it's gonna fly by. We're gonna be back to another shoulder exercise. So I expect being conservative, even though this is where the AMRAP, the actual reps of the score, are gonna come from. I think you gotta be conservative, at least in that first round. You'll know way more about what this is gonna feel like when we get to that second round here. So we'll see how it goes. So go ahead and get prepped. I'll get the clock set. I'm gonna join y'all today since it's an AMRAP. We can kind of stay together on this one. But figure out how you're doing, how you're gonna do those double unders. If you find yourself not having time for the push-ups on the first round, don't worry about it. We can always adjust things on rounds 2 and 3. And the numbers we're gonna adjust are probably, we know how to adjust the jump rope, and we got that 2-minute cap. But the main things we're gonna adjust is we'll probably take the burpees down to 10 and the cleans down to 5 to allow you enough time to get there. But if you don't get there on that first round, no big deal. You'll easily be able to burn out on rounds 2 and 3 getting there. So we'll see how this one goes. I'll see you on the other side. Okay, some post-workout tips. So you're not just listening to me pre-workout of my guesses. You get to actually see what it's like after the workout. So anyway, main thing I forgot to mention before the workout, I noticed that when I started doing the push-ups, we could also scale the lateral push-ups by going a knee push-up and then going over. I don't have a lot of experience doing lateral push-ups. Honestly, this is one of my first few workouts doing them. So the thing I didn't really pre-think ahead is what counts as the end of a push-up. So what I figured out kind of in the middle of the first round is I was gonna count the end of the push-up being, if my left hand was on the bag, I do my push-up, and I'm not done until I get my right hand back on the bag. I can't just do like a tap and fall. I need to bring it up there. So just kind of keep that in mind. You don't end on a push-up on one side, you just start on the other side. You actually have to make that lateral move. So post-workout, really, it felt almost exactly like I thought it was gonna feel like. Getting those double unders scaled the right way is gonna be key. I think I had about 1.5 minutes every single round for the push-ups, and I did pretty well. I messed up once on the double unders, and that gave me 1:20 on my last round. So these things were just kind of consistent. So if you're going unbroken there, unbroken and smooth, unbroken and smooth, I wasn't going fast anywhere on this. That was giving me about 1.5 minutes. So like we talked about before, we want you to have at least 30 seconds there. If you got 30 seconds, that's plenty of time to burn out. So that's completely fine. Ideally, you'll be around that minute mark or more. If you're scaling things and you've got 2 minutes there, then go ahead and bump it up somewhere else. But if you get to the point where that first round you just don't quite have enough time, we can change the number of jump ropes. We can bump the burpees down to 10 or the cleans down to 5. Hope that helps. Okay, y'all, hope you got your jump ropes ready. Starting with the double unders. Let me move this so I don't kick it. And we are gonna start in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Focus just on breathing to start out here. right, we get 1 minute to rest. It's not gonna be that long. So, don't be surprised. Try and catch your breath a little bit. You're not gonna feel ready for the next round. You're just gonna have to get it started. But hopefully you got at least a minute of push-ups in. If you didn't, go ahead and adjust those numbers. If you got at least a minute, you got a little bit of a buffer zone if things don't go as well as they did that first round. So focus on breathing. Shoulders are gonna burn a lot on this set of jump ropes. So just know you're not gonna fail jump ropes because of shoulder burn. So just hang in there with it. 10 seconds. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, here we go. All right, got one more minute of rest. We got a last round. I've been losing count the whole time. So I might have done 2 less lateral burpees on that first round. I think I did all 15. Also, I might have done 1 extra clean on that last round. No clue how many push-ups I'm doing. 30 seconds, we got one more round. Good thing about this one is we know it's our last double unders, it's our last burpees, it's our last cleans, and we can burn out the push-ups. We don't want to burn them out early, but at the end of this, we can burn them out. Okay, we got 10 seconds. A few big breaths. Slow everything down. 3, 2, 1, here we go. burn it out. Go ahead and max the set. Easier said than done. 10 seconds. Through the beep. There we go. That was nasty. All right, y'all. Nice job today. Nasty, nasty, nasty one. Those push-ups, hopefully you avoided that hard rep early. I know I kind of got a little too aggressive, a little too early, and had a lot of really small sets in there. But with this one, with all the shoulders and being out of breath, and then the extra move of that lateral burpee, it's hard to not get drug into that deep water. So hopefully you survived. Hopefully you made it look good. Stay tuned for the cool down, and I'll see you in the next workout.